comes in wearing gun holsters.
I heard somebody scream, and I turned, and there's Eddie.
He looks right at us, shoots over his shoulder, hits the guy, and blew our minds.
Hi, my name is Eddie Esguerra, and I'm a dual wielder in Time Crisis. Time Crisis is a light gun shooter where you shoot at the enemies at the screen as fast as possible until you either die or finish the game.
The cabinet is set up so you can play by yourself, or you can team up with another person.
When I started playing Time Crisis, I started only using one gun at first.
Machine gun.
I played it so many times that I could pretty much beat it without dying, so I started using both guns.
Covering fire!
And then I noticed that people were watching, so I turned that more into a performance. I play music with my wireless headset that barely works. I watch a lot of anime. The music is usually from their openings or endings.
Action!
There's a rhythm I can follow while shooting at the same time. It increases my ability to do more of those like flourishes or like those throws in the airs. So yeah. I feel at my most confident when I'm playing Time Crisis. I feel like a more amped up version of myself.
Wild dog! Is that the best you can do?
I think of myself as like those old West gunslingers.
Final stand!
Action!
Just enough.
That was all 1 credit each. Thank you so much. That's it. I'm done.
When I was a kid, my family would go to Vegas almost every month to, gamble. So either my mom or my dad or my cousins would bring me to the arcades in the casino, and that's how I pretty much first started playing Time Crisis.
You want any Japanese Kit Kat? I got green tea, and then I have a strawberry. If you guys didn't want some, just take some. They're not melted though, let me make sure. Oh, thank God. I was born here. My parents actually met at the hospital they worked at. I was born there, and I volunteered there up to around 2019, 2020. Oh my God, is that it? Am I too tight? Uh-oh. Growing up with an all family, it's pretty packed. When I was a kid, I had my mom, my dad, my aunt, my grandmother and my grandfather, and then sometimes my cousins had to stay there because they came to America and they needed a place to stay. Okay. When I was very young, I didn't really go out much. I pretty much stayed at home. I was kind of more emotional back then, so I would act out. I would have outbursts of anger sometimes. As a kid, navigating those emotions. Playing video games, watching anime really, that's all I could do to channel it. They have enough tokens. I don't know of anyone that is the best Time Crisis dual wield in the world, so fine, I'll be the best Time Crisis dual wield in the world. It feels cool at first. It also feels kind of lonely. I don't want to be the only one, that's the thing. It's pretty much almost a dead game by now. People play it, sure, but they're not making anymore, and I don't want to be like the only one left, really. That's what it feels like. When I first noticed people take videos and share it online, that's one of the ways I knew that I'm entertaining people. People are noticing. I was elated. I was happy. So I just kept doing it.
3, 2, 1.
My God, he's here. He's here. Yeah!
Hopefully, like hundreds of years in the future, those videos are still out there and it might inspire someone someday. They'll find like an old time Crash the Machine or something. Creating that memory, that lone gunslinger, beating it almost an impossible task, really. So, yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe tonight's last night of Button Mash.
Probably be there like the last hour, last minute. I want to be there like through the very end. Well, I met you guys, but yeah, I met so many other people there.
You know, if you're ever passed away or gone, the memory is what keeps you alive. My aunt who had cancer, who passed away, would always be worried about me when I ever go to the barcade because she thinks some stranger would fall on me and stuff. But I always have to tell her that, you know, I'm in good hands. You know, I know the people there now, so. Losing some of my family members, and it's been rough, yeah. But also, I feel very sad, but also, I don't know, I feel kind of numb at the same time. Like, I know they're gone, but I still think they're still alive. Even though I know they're gone, and I still dream about it too. In my dream, I keep thinking they're alive, but I keep telling myself they're gone, they're gone, but yeah.
You know, I lost my dad about 1.5 years ago, and I dream about him a lot too. But I do think sometimes it's almost like a visit, you know? Do you feel that way at all?
Yeah, I feel like they're visiting me sometimes, and I know they still care about me.
During the pandemic, I didn't go to the barcade right away because they didn't have vaccination yet. And my aunt and my grandmother were still alive, but they were autoimmune compromised basically. One had cancer, one was just very old. So I stayed home for a while. They just like sat around and passed the time just playing games at home, not really doing much. Once we were still opening up, all they did was like drive my aunt basically to her appointments. That's my pretty much going out and then staying home after. Well, my first day going back, one of the staff at Player One was like, we're back again, basically, because, you know, I guess I was like one of the missing pieces to their puzzle. Yeah, I'm just changing the first shirt, that's all.
I change shirts every night because I just sweat a lot. It's just like, it gets really icky and like, oh God, it feels... The wardrobe itself is just something I could wear normally and remain like a little bit invisible. Maybe a little like a field agent, I guess. Hey, Marco.
What's up, dude?
Good. Thank you.
Hell of a great man.
Oh, God, please. Thank you so much. I'll see. I'm going to... All of them. This whole row, mostly 1 to 10, they're all my name.
Eddie kind of puts on the show every night. We want to have people come in, feel comfortable. You want to expect the unexpected. And more importantly, you want to be nice. That's from Roadhouse, just letting you know, in case you didn't.
He is definitely a legend in the arcade space. I think he kind of captures those stakes that we had in our heads when we were kids, you know? Because I just spent my lunch money on this game. This is life or death. It's almost like by watching him, we give ourselves permission to relax and be kids again.
Every time there's a bullet that comes out.
Yeah, I do get hit like sometimes.
Yeah. What's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie? I'm Matt.
Matt, nice to meet you, Matt. Yeah, I'm here every Friday and Saturday, so yeah. I usually don't talk to people that much, so, off the street. But now I may be more sociable,
You just do this for fun, or just been your thing?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Oh, at first I used to use it on practice because I used to shoot real guns with my dad for competition. I used to use the arcade at first because it was cheaper than actual shooting, and it's like dry firing where you practice like reloading, aiming down sight, trigger discipline, but on a fake gun. Dad, he's the one who taught me how to shoot. It was a bonding activity. Like my dad would practice in the mirror, doing the surrender, putting his hands up in the morning while we were getting ready to go to school and stuff. Years later, that's when we started doing competition, and I would do that almost every month with him.
Are you ready?
Targets are set up. You'll have the range officer who is holding a timer that goes beep. You're competing between all the contestants, who's the fastest, basically. I took what I learned from the range and started playing Time Crisis as practice. I'm about to play Time Crisis, and this is my first time my parents and my family ever saw me actually play dual wielding. I mean, I've played with my dad before, but not like this. I never thought they would actually come here in the first place. I never had a chance for them to show them this part of my life. How long can you stay here?
Right.
I was just wondering, because it takes a while for me to play and stuff. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
30 minutes or.
Because I'm still have other people coming and stuff. I wanted you to meet them too.
We used to go to Las Vegas, and that's how I think started.
He likes to go to David and Buster on his birthday. And then when he was little, he likes to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Eddie likes to play games. He's a very good kid. He's very quiet.
Family-oriented.
Yeah, he's family-oriented. And he likes going to play at the arcade.
Oh, hold on. Hey, Buster. Drew.
Eddie, how you doing, bro?
Come on, you meet my parents, and then this is my aunt. This is my good friend, Drew. He used to work here a lot.
Hi.
Yeah. My mom. You actually saw me a few years ago.
It was Hollywood Boulevard.
Boulevard, yeah.
In
Dave & Buster's.
Dave & Buster's.
You remember you drove me there once because I had to go? Yeah.
I look over and I see Eddie in like sunglasses and he's like turning around.
I don't know what that sunglasses for.
Shooting blind and hitting everything. And I started working. I'm like, I wonder if that guy will show up. Sure enough, like within a week, I meet Eddie.
Once I got to know Eddie, the more I liked him, and Eddie is basically kind of part of Player One.
He's become friends with all of us. He stays with us after hours to hang out with us.
As a photographer, I'm always looking for someone who is truly themselves. That always translates on the lens. No more of a muse than Eddie. I cornered him one night and asked, can you teach me how to shoot? And he did, and now I get high scores. That's the legend he is.
I want to see him continue to be that inspiration, and I think he is. You want a hug? Yeah.
It surprises us because a lot of people know him. Eddie, and we're like, who are those? He has a lot of friends. We are very proud of him.
It's funny meeting other people that they find out that their connection is basically me. It's very special, and I really do appreciate that, and I enjoy that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final boss! Hi, cousin.
I hope he will be successful in life, you know. He doesn't want to work in the operating room because I work in the operating room.
She's a nurse. I'm also a nurse.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of members in the family are nurses, but he's here. He can be an arcade specialist or something.
Something.
Seeing my initials E.E, especially with that star on it, that means 1 credit. It feels like it'll never go away.
until someone erases the machine and I have to do it all over again.
Just